mouse and keyboard, and my attacks are my mouse. I think that's gonna.
I mean, it's like why would they not go that route? You know, that's one thing that everybody has loved about the Elder Scrolls games is that combat style. And it's like it works well in an MMO. You know, I mean, you look at from Nexon, you look at Vindictus, you look at Dragon's Nest, you look at Terra's combat system. They all use that system and they're brilliant. You know,
Yep.
so
Why not? So, well, a little thing's going to be coming up here soon. It's called E3, and apparently consoles are getting into this crap because Xbox is going to be streamed over, the E3 conference is going to be streamed over Xbox Live. I think this is really smart. I think this is awesome because a lot of the times is, some people don't, it's kind of weird to say this, but not a lot of people go and they have a game system and they have the internet. They don't give a shit about cable. The only thing they care about cable is, or anything like that, is just to be able to play games on. So it's going to be streamed over Xbox Live this year. And also, there's rumor has it that I think that the PS3 said that they're going to be having it streamed too, possibly. So I think this is an absolutely smart move. What do you guys think about this?
Well, last year, PlayStation attempted to stream it via their system in
Was it home?
the home, yeah. And
That's what I thought.
basically I logged in because I wanted to see how it would run. Because this is the first time it's in a 3D virtual environment. It looks awesome. Walked up to the screen. They had issues from the go.
Oh, I can believe it.
So whether Xbox is going to learn something different and completely blow Sony out the water for it, possibly. It'd be good because then it saves everyone having to find a stream on Twitch and finding out that channel's been banned because a certain channel has exclusive rights.
yeah.
So I'm interested to see how it goes. It'd probably work a lot better than PlayStation.
Who was it? Blizzard at BlizzCon streamed over the Xbox, I believe, back in October, and that went over fairly well, if I recall. And
did they stream on Xbox?
I wasn't.
Yeah, I
wasn't aware of that.
I know
didn't
they
they stream
streamed it
on
on the PC.
Didn't they stream on WoW itself? Or something like that? No, I know what you're thinking of. Dave, remember it was EverQuest.
No, they streamed BlizzCon.
Was it?
I'm almost positive that they streamed BlizzCon over the Xbox.
You're talking about the DirecTV deal, wasn't it? Possibly? That if you had DirecTV, you could get it streamed?
Yeah, they have the DirecTV deal, and then
I know they
had
had DirecTV. I thought they did it on the Xbox too, but I may be wrong. I don't know. But one thing to note, though, about Microsoft, I believe they are the first scheduled press conference.
Yes, they are.
Of E3.
Yes, they are.
And you know what pisses me off?
Microsoft only tends to do that if they've got something special. So I have a feeling that they're doing this is all calculated, not just to provide people the conference, but they've got something major about the break. And my assumption
And my guess is it's not
would be
something to do with Halo.
Oh, bullshit. Stu, you are all about Halo
720.
4 being instantly
Yes, I am. But
coming. You know for a fact it's
how
going to be that.
You know how Halo steals the stage all the time. So I'm saying it's got nothing to do with this. So I'm going to go with Dave and say the 720 because, I mean, if you look at the price drop they've done with the contract stuff, it's pointing towards it. So I want to know if they're going to go backwards on their word.
I'll tell you the hardest thing to do, though, is for E3, is to be able to schedule that off for your other job, is whenever you're like, okay, I need to cover E3 for Lag Spike. So the dates say between the 5th and the 7th. Okay, that's what I need to schedule off. Oh, what is this shit? Oh, the press conferences are on the fucking 4th. What the hell is this shit? Yeah, that's the fucked up thing. And I was so pissed off. I'm like, go to my bosses. I'm like, look, here's the deal. I need these days off. here and here. I thought you asked these off. No, I don't need these. I need this here and here. So, I don't know. Cosmic, you gonna watch it on your Xbox, or what's the deal with that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I always watch E3. You know, I always watch the conferences and everything like that. So, I mean, watched them. I've been watching for the past couple of years now. You know, I'll actually go downstairs. I'll just chill on the couch, fucking pop them on, and see what everybody's got to say.
I thought you were gonna say pop a beer. I usually just sit downstairs, crack a can, and
I can, turn it on, just chill. No.
Here, you ready
But I mean, if they do a console, what I'm curious about is if they're gonna do what they did with the Slim, where they're like, oh, well, everybody gets one.
And I'm gonna be pissed because I'm not there. I am so pissed because that was actually the one that we got invited. I think that's the one we got invited to, and I didn't go. And I could have had a fucking Slim and didn't. But, you know how it's going to be for me. If it's going to be the Wii streaming, I'm going to be, sit back, crack a beer, drink myself away to a company that I used to love so much. Now they just piss me off. So,
hey, by the way, Adam, I just got a text message over my phone. Pathfinder just announced 2 days ago about that Kickstarter. They've already hit their goal.
Oh, shit. That's awesome. That is awesome.
2 days.
Wow. That is awesome. See, I'm hoping, man, this is the way that the game industry now. If you want a game, then you put money into it and get it developed.
And that might be a way for a lot of these indie games to finally get developed.
But here's the thing that I want to bring up yet, is that we haven't had any of these companies yet put out the product. You know what I mean? They kickstarted it, had it going, got the money for it.
There's some Kickstarters that have been out, but not games.
Right, I'm saying games-wise. And what happens whenever you don't get the product that you were promised? That it somehow flops in your face and it's shitty. Do people go back through and you can file a claim against Kickstarter and be like, oh, well, this isn't the product that I paid for? That's going to be the question. So, we'll have to see with that.
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee it. The next...
There's probably something in the terms for that.
Hopefully. Yeah. Or you're going to be screwed. But the next topic we're going to talk about is a little game that I actually like. I've been playing through it. It's The Binding of Isaac is getting a DLC, which is absolutely freaking awesome. I love this game.
Get to play this game.
Love this game. It changes every single time that you play it, and this is the way that games should be. So, yeah, it's going to be released. I'm getting the date now, actually. I'm trying to pull it up. Bear with me. Oh, look at this. Big Diablo in the background. By the way, did you all know Diablo's coming out? But it's going to be released on May the 28th. So, it's going to be for Steam. So, there you go. What's up? God, I love that game. Love that game. If you have not went out and picked up that game, you definitely need to go pick it up. Absolutely awesome. Yes.
I know more than a few people. That play that game.
Yeah, it's really good. It is excellent. Excellent. I think Man vs. Game, he streamed that and that one.
Yeah, he was streaming that for I think like most of a week. He was pretty into it, dude. The game looked pretty G.
Oh, it's
just going through getting all the achievements and stuff. So
it's fun as hell. Absolutely fun as hell. So move on to the next one here. I just thought I'd bring that up because that's such an awesome game. Awesome game. Supposedly that Dead Space 3 is going to be getting co-op. The reason why I brought the story up is because, and I don't have it in my show notes on the thing, but supposedly that for co-op, don't you all feel like if you're in a game that if you're with somebody else, it kind of breaks the scary part to it? You know what I mean? Like having somebody in a room with you playing a game.
It depends on how well it's done.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, during like Left 4 Dead, when I played it with 4 people, we all still jumped when the tank or the witch was round the corner.
Right.
So it depends how well it's made in the gameplay mechanics. So this could make or break it, in my opinion.
Another way you got to look at it is with co-op, you're playing with someone else. I mean, sure, yeah, it could kind of break, the whole kind of, I guess, like fear aspect of it or whatever, horror aspect of it. But on the other hand, it can also amplify it. Because,
somebody else screams,
your buddy
you scream.
could be freaking the hell out, and you don't know what he's freaking out about, so you're like skitzing out as well. Next thing you know, it just amplifies the whole setting of the game. So, I mean, it's really going to come down to who you're playing with, I think. So, it's like if you're playing with someone who, like, is just like, yeah, whatever, doesn't get scared or anything like that, then yeah, it's going to take away from that. But if you're playing with someone who's extremely skittish, then yeah, it'll
they scream, then you scream, and then it's all over. You pee your pants, they pee your pants, exactly. And you laugh at them at peeing their pants.
Mm-hmm.
I can see some fun with it, but I've played some co-op other games, and it depends on how the game is, whether or not the co-op is really good or not. So I'll reserve judgment until I actually see it, but. Like what Cosmic says, I mean, I could just see playing with, somebody who gets all scared or while streaming, would be, I can think of a couple people in Lagspike and a couple people that aren't in Lagspike.
I would scream.
Currently.
I'm not going to lie. I scream like a girl. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared.
I mean, perfect example would be Doom 3. When it originally came out on the console, I had some friends that I played Xbox Live with. We all played it alone. We were like, kind of getting into it, but we were, weren't like really like freaking out or anything. We were just like, oh god, okay, cool. I just jumped out. It was more of a surprise. But they went online and they started playing against each other, and one of my friends actually got the other one to literally scream like over the mic like a girl. It was freaking hilarious. And what he was doing is he was basically just playing games with his mind. He's like, oh, I see you, and he would just like hide in the shadows. So I mean, you can really mess with people in these horror games, with co-op. So it's definitely going to come down to like who you're playing with.
What do you think, Stu? Mm-hmm. Kill it, break it for you, anything?
No, because I can see where Cosmic's coming from with it can amplify the gameplay if they're screaming.
Oh.
So that'd be interesting how they do it, because they might end up making you separate at points to do certain tasks.
That would be awesome. I agree. So yeah, that would be awesome.
Player A could go off to some distant part in the ship, while player B's having to wait for the door to open, and then
let's just not make
a whole different scenario.
Let's just not make it friggin' Resident Evil 5 style co-op, which pisses me off just instantly. Then I have to go and here, help me get over the top of this. All right, push you up and all that garbage.
I don't think they make it like that.
Yeah, but Adam, you've played stuff like Killing Floor.
Yeah, which is yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I hope
like that.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't break it for me then.
Maybe. And I mean, also part of it really comes down to the developer as well, is how well they set up the environment. Like with noises, shadows, of things moving and stuff like that. Like if they can get that environment there, to really kind of get to people, then it'll definitely freak people out. I mean, with the co-op thing, even though, especially if you split them up. Like the example you used was, you have one person, go, left or whatever, and, the other person is waiting on the door to open. Well, if you start having these, like, creepy noises, and, like, him seeing shadows or whatever through, like, little lamps or whatever, then, yeah, he's going to freak the hell out and tell the other person to hurry the fuck up. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different things that come into effect on this.
I got you now. I see where you're coming from with that. That's, I don't know, it might be interesting to see what happens. I mean, possibly. I mean, if it does have co-op, the more people you play with, the more I'm all into it. I mean, it makes you want to play the game a little bit more, not just having that single experience. But remember that one time when you screamed like a girl and then you ran away and I had to save you and that kind of stuff? Yeah, I could definitely see that. Which moves on to our big discussion of the night. which is going to be a little bit of, I know this is going to get